I'm just gonna tell you what happened to me 2 days ago. Okay, so in my sleep paralysis, I ended up having the incubus again, but this time, like, of course, in my past few sleep paralysis, I wasn't able to see my incubus at all. I didn't see it here, like, right now, but, like, not right now, but, when I was having my sleep paralysis, I didn't see it, but I could feel that it was around me. Um, so I don't even know what the heck was happening because it felt like in the sleep process I was traveling. Yeah, I was traveling and I didn't know like where I was going exactly, but it felt like I was, it was taking me somewhere. And then it was like I was in some type of house or maybe an institution, or what I mean, like a building or whatever. And then next thing you know, I was in another building, and the next thing you know, it just felt like it was taking me somewhere or whatever. I called it Incubus, and then like I felt that it was around me. I guess like it got its name from the last, sleep process that I had. You know, um, the last sleep process that I had, it actually remembered its name. Um, and then it felt like it felt like I had like some type of body this time, and it kind of felt like it picked me up actually, and it put me over its shoulder. And it's odd because I didn't actually see that it was there, and I didn't actually really feel a shoulder, but yet and still I was like on top of, like, it was carrying me around, kind of like, I don't even know, like, it was really strange. It kind of felt like I was dead weight or something. And so what happened is that it of course, like, it had sex or whatever, but this time it was a type of a, yeah, it was a sensation um on me, on my vagina. It was a sensation, and it felt good. It felt good. It always does. So this is when the crazy part started happening, right? Oh, excuse me. I heard somebody out there talking. I'm in the garage right now, and it's like it's kind of, people are outside, and it's actually really late. Like, it's like almost 12 a.m. But anyway, so this is when the crazy part started happening. The crazy part started happening when it, gave me the sex and all that. When it gave me sex, and then um it stopped, like, abruptly. It stopped, and then I remember facing somewhere. Like, I was like standing. I mean, well, I couldn't actually see that I was standing. Like, I didn't have a body, even though it kind of felt like I did. I didn't have a body, but it took his. It's like it took his hand, and then it just put his hand through my head into my brain. Um, so some of you guys are probably like, "What do you mean took his hand and put it through?" It felt like something, and I'm guessing that that's his hand going through my head and going in my brain. And that's really, really, really strange. Um because this isn't the first time it did this to me, because I felt this a few times. It one time it light pressure on my head, and it was so painful. No, I think it did that a couple times. It light pressure on my head, and it was so painful I had to wake up. Another time I think it actually did go to my brain. I think it did. And when I woke up, like, the pain went away or whatever was happening to me. This time I felt like it was like a type of a pain, and it was a type of a sensation, like tingling sensation or pain or something like that. And then I was like, ow, this hurts, because it was really, really hurting me. And every second that passed, like, it was actually more painful. Um, and so I'm like, this hurts, this is hurting me. Stop. And then it didn't stop. And so therefore, I woke up. Now this is the part that gets to the point where like this gets even more I want to say scary. This gets even more scary because it's like, when I wake up, the pain stops, or like the pain just like, eases away. Like, let's just say that if I wake up, 5 seconds later, it's gone. Okay, so this is just when I woke up. I'm just gonna flat tell you, when I woke up, the pain didn't go. My eyes were wide awake. The pain in the back of my head, although it didn't go away. And the pain was here, right here. You can't see in the dark, but it was in the back of my head on my right side, up here, like, and it's like, not up here, but it's more like in the back. You can't even see, but it's more like in the back on the right side. And that is where the pain was. And when I woke up, the pain, although it went down, I could still feel the type of tingling sensation, and I'm awake and my eyes are open, and I got up and I could still feel the tingling sensation in the back of my head. This thing was still doing whatever it was doing while I was awake, like fully awake, now up, now got out of my bed, and I could still feel it. And it was terrifying. It's terrifying because it's like, how in the world could it do something like that when I'm wide awake? Because it never really, like, I want to say, no, it never did that before, because it's like, I felt pain, like, of course, like, when I just woke up, and a little bit, and it subsided away, like, so a little bit, after a few seconds has passed. But this time it's like I actually got from out my bed. I can still feel that tingling sensation or whatever sensation in the back of my head, in my brain. My eyes are wide open, I'm up, and I can still feel it. And that's crazy because I don't quite understand how in the heck like it could do that, or I don't know. I don't understand like what it okay, so here it is. I don't understand what it was doing. Or really, because I actually went online and I actually looked up that part of my brain, and it said that is the OCI something OCI something part of the brain. But anyway, it's with the visual part of the brain, so it's what you see with your eyeballs or whatever. But it's like what I see, what I see with my eyeballs, what that actually has to do with yeah, because I'm guessing that it was like trying to mess with or trying to tamper with a part of my brain that makes what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling actually stronger, makes, me see it better, or whatever it was doing. I don't know. But it was definitely tampering with a part of my brain, and I didn't freaking appreciate that. And I don't know if you guys actually, know that this can actually happen, because it happened to me. Um, and so it has something to do with vision. So my eyes are supposed to be closed in my sleep paralysis. I think they are, and most of the times, majority of the times. But my vision, I'm having sleep paralysis, but it's messing with my vision. I don't understand. I mean, because everything in my sleep paralysis looks super real. So is that the reason why it was messing with my eyesight, or what was it doing? Um, because it says something, it has something to do with seeing shapes and seeing colors and all that. So is it? Uh, so guys, please leave a comment or whatever and explain to me, or whatever you think it could be, or whatever you know it to be, or something like that.